Welcome to Inspection 1. Today, we focus on gap assessments and evidence review. This explainer is the cornerstone module of the AI Care Agents 247 AI Governance Learning Pathway. Look, as organizations adopt artificial intelligence faster than ever, the need for safe, structured oversight is absolutely crucial. So in this module, we're laying the groundwork for your entire AI governance journey. You can't build a sustainable program without a solid foundation. And honestly, that starts right here. Our core mission at AI Care Agents 24/7 as a California nonprofit is to build a highly practical, community-focused pathway. We're here specifically to help other nonprofits, legal aid organizations, and clinics do one very specific thing: move from confusion to governed action. That idea is our North Star. The AI world is moving incredibly fast, right? So our goal is to cut through all that noise and give you a clear, actionable path forward. But before we can take that governed action, we have to face a harsh reality. Before you can fix your AI governance program, you need to know exactly where it is broken. It sounds super simple, I know, but you'd be amazed at how many organizations try to implement brand new AI policies without even realizing their staff are already using unvetted AI to, say, summarize sensitive client intake forms. You literally cannot fix what you haven't diagnosed yet. So here's our roadmap for today's explainer. We'll be covering building your AI foundation, finding where it's broken, the 3 required frameworks, visualizing with heat maps, prioritizing your limited resources, and finally taking governed action now. All right, let's jump straight into Section 1, building your AI foundation. Think of this kind of like a home inspection before a massive renovation. You absolutely have to know if the foundation can hold the weight of what you're about to build. Inspection 1 is defined as the critical process of conducting gap assessments and evidence reviews to uncover structural vulnerabilities in your AI governance. Basically, it means we aren't just taking a vendor's word that their AI is secure. No way. We're actively reviewing the evidence, the actual policies, the real-world tool usage, the data contracts to find exactly where those safety nets are missing. Moving right along to Section 2, finding where it's broken. This is where we put on our detective hats and start searching for hidden cracks. Right now, the current state for so many organizations is just confusion and hidden risks. Staff might be using generative AI to write client emails, and leadership has literally zero visibility into it. It's a chaotic environment ripe for data breaches. But our target state? Structured, governed action. By conducting a gap assessment, you shine a really bright light into those dark corners. Which brings us to Section 3, the 3 required frameworks. To find out where your organization is falling short, you can't just guess. You need reliable measuring sticks. We will teach you how to conduct a structured gap analysis against NIST, ISO, and mandatory California laws, and crucially, how to prioritize the findings you uncover. Step 1. We assess against NIST guidelines, which is basically the gold standard for AI risk management in the U.S. Step 2. We measure against ISO standards to ensure we meet strict international best practices for data security. And Step 3. We check against mandatory California laws. For California nonprofits and legal aid clinics, staying compliant with state privacy laws isn't just a nice-to-have, it's a strict legal requirement. Okay, Section 4, visualizing with heat maps. This is where it all comes together. As you can see on the gap heat map on your screen, we color code where your organization's current practices fall short of the required frameworks. This heat map helps you quickly visualize exactly which missing controls or policies present the highest risk, ensuring your limited resources are deployed to tackle the biggest vulnerabilities first. What makes this visual so powerful is how it instantly translates raw, complicated compliance data into an executive-level strategy. You don't need to force your board of directors to read a 100-page technical audit. You just put this heat map in front of them, and those data privacy fires glowing in red instantly justify exactly where immediate action is required. Now let's look at Section 5, prioritizing your limited resources. Since we work closely with nonprofits and clinics, we completely understand the reality of your operational constraints. Let's be real, you don't have infinite time, staff, or budget. And when you first run a gap assessment, seeing a mountain of missing controls can feel incredibly overwhelming. But this triage process ensures you don't panic. You focus your time and budget to tackle only the highest risk vulnerabilities first. Basically, you put out the red fires before you worry about polishing the green zones. And finally, Section 6, taking governed action now. We've talked about the theory, and we've looked at the frameworks. Now it's time for action. To start identifying these gaps in your own systems, download today's practical output, the Gap Analysis Workbook. You can find the link in the description below. This workbook is the exact tool you need to conduct a structured gap analysis and generate your very own heat map.
Once you've downloaded the workbook, go ahead and proceed to the next module to continue building your AI governance foundation. Honestly, it's incredibly rewarding to share this community-focused pathway with you, equipping you to protect your organizations and the vulnerable clients you serve.
I want to leave you with one final urgent thought. If an official inspection happened today, literally right this minute, what exactly would your organization's heat map reveal? Would it be a comforting sea of compliant green or an alarming wall of high-risk red? Don't wait for a crisis to find out the hard way. Download the workbook, uncover your gaps, and take governed action today.